Okay, here we go. The national champs, 22 in a row, Central Florida. They have won with this long winning streak. Game day is there, 5 o'clock Pacific on ABC. 7. They're laying 7. 60 is the total. 44 points per game. Milton's accounted for 29 touchdowns. They have the number 3 offense. Now, it's not the same team as last year that thumped Auburn in the bowl game and beat Memphis twice and also beat South Florida. But this is going to happen. With a small school like this, you lose your coach to Nebraska, and you also put 3 guys in the NFL from defense. One of them was a first-round pick, and Griffin went to the Seahawks as well. Fickell's doing a great job. No doubt about it. They deserve to be ranked. They're 9-1. Excellent job. But I'm concerned about how Cincinnati has looked on the road. Week 1 is big dogs. They went to UCLA and won, but Spate got hurt in that game, and UCLA was having all kinds of problems. Brand new system. I know, Teddy, you were heavy on Cincinnati in that game. They went to UConn. UConn's terrible, okay? Went to Temple and lost, and then went to SMU and won in overtime, 26-20. Now it's a big step up against a great quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in college football, and that they're going to be fired up with game day there. And also something to prove to the committee as well. It's like, hey, we haven't lost a game in 2 years, and we're only number 11 in the rankings. If they can get this game, I think that'll be 4 wins. 4 wins over teams with a winning record. So still, they can prove the haters wrong and the doubters that they'll be out in full force here with game day coming to town. I'm excited for this matchup and see how Cincinnati measures up with that good defense.
Sure. I mean, look, UCF, the win over Pitt, and a blowout win over a Pitt team that could win, that could win their side of the ACC this season. That's not a joke of a victory. You have the win over Temple and Navy. Navy's not having a good year, but certainly the win over Temple, the double-digit win over Temple, stands out to me as a strong performance. The win over Memphis, and on down the line for UCF. And yeah, you lose Scott Frost. Josh Heupel's come in there, and he's done extremely well as a first-year head coach. Of course, it helps to have Mackenzie Milton behind center. Milton, once again, putting up monster numbers, the dual threat. And this UCF offense it's scary. Lots of big play potential. Number 3 offense in the country when it comes to yardage. And, of course, that's the key for UCF. They get the quick strike touchdowns, the big play touchdowns. Been real good for over bettors, been real good for UCF bettors. But the strength of Cincinnati is not offense. If this game's a shootout, the Bearcats are in trouble. They're methodical offensively. The QB play, I'll call it decent, a game manager. Not taking shots downfield in every other play. Cincy wins because their defense, the number 6 defense, Luke Fickell, a defensive guy. He was Urban Meyer's defensive coordinator, and a team that brings it on the defensive end every single week. I haven't seen anyone light up Cincinnati's defense yet this season, but much like we talked about with Syracuse and Notre Dame, you grade out the personnel. Boy, Cincy's overachieved. Personnel-wise, this team does not have the size and speed that UCF does. And when you talk about how much is the home field edge worth when game day's in town, look at Washington State a couple weeks ago where game day doesn't come and then all of a sudden they show up. There's a huge bundle of energy for the players, for the community, for the fans. That matters in this game. That is a part of the handicap with UCF getting the ESPN guys to come to town. That's a big deal. And may make this point spread warranted in a game where, look, since he's played great, they have overachieved. They are not, an 11-12 win team. UCF might be.
Yeah, I think UCF first half is a good play. I agree with you there, and I think it will be a shootout, which is not work for Cincinnati. Last year, it was 51-23 in the third quarter, and then the game was called early. It was one of the worst beats you're ever going to see. The game flew over the total in the third quarter, but you couldn't cash the ticket.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.